everyone! I have a traveler's notebook video for you today. It's been a while since I've worked in any of my traveler's notebooks, and I really wanted to get back into it. I have a couple that are sitting right by my desk that have just a couple pages left to do, so I thought it'd be fun to kind of maybe the next few videos, next few design team projects, maybe I'll try to get some of those empty pages done, and then we'll do a couple flip throughs. So I'm using a notebook from the Stamp Spot, and I am using Wild Whispers Child at Heart collection. So I started with the idea of having a floating shaker pocket in between my two TN pages, and so I'm going to go ahead and try that first. I'm going to work inside the pocket of the pocket page notebook first. I found a 3x4 card in the kit that had a really nice saying on it. I liked the colors, and it didn't need much in the way of embellishing, so I'm just going to add my title to one side of it, and then I'm going to keep the other side of it just plain the way it is, way it comes in the package. I'm going to be using primarily these cute rainbows that come in the Child at Heart kit. I end up using quite a few of them, and I end up doing something really super fun with a couple elements on this particular spread. So I'm going to go ahead, I keep in my scrapbook room, I'm just running off to get it now, a glass frame, just the glass out of a picture frame. I keep it handy and I keep it safe because of course it's just a piece of glass. But I have it on my desk for this specific reason. I want to work in this pocket, but I don't necessarily want to bend my pocket page notebook all the way back, and I want to be able to kind of have a flat area to work on. So I'm going to go ahead and place that piece of glass underneath the pocket, and that allows me to use my fuse tool right in there with the pocket. So I'm going to make sure I kind of get this straight-ish. I'm not looking for perfection. I just kind of want it to look a little bit straight. And I have my heat tool on, and my heat tool's been on for a while now, so it's nice and hot and ready to go. And I'm going to go ahead and very slowly but quickly, because I don't want to burn more than I need, I'm going to just kind of encapsulate that 3x4 card. Now that I have that part done, now my fuse tool was really hot, and some of where the fusing was, it kind of tore, so I'm going to have to fix that a little bit as I go through this layout. I'm setting aside these large silver sequins. I know they're not going to fit in my pocket. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to dump the sequins down, and then I'm going to use this little bit of a paintbrush handle that you see there, that green one, to kind of push them down so that the sequins look like they are all the way around the edges of the that 3x4 card. The other thing I will say is that at some point during all of this, I dropped sequins onto my hot fuse tool. So safety warning, don't do that. It's bad. Bad things happen. It's not pleasant. It doesn't smell pleasant. It was not a good thing. So I'm going to continue on here, just pushing the sequins down, getting them all the way around the 3x4 card, and then I'm going to close it up. And you can see here how I'm trying to fix this area where the pocket page kind of, it like melted and tore instead of melting and sealing. 99% sure that was all user error. So I'm going to go and find this ruler that I don't usually use with my fuse, but I kind of decided, well, I guess I better use it here quick. Fortunately, like, I don't know, I was not, okay, listen, don't listen, I was not being fuse tool safe at all during the making of this pocket page notebook spread, FYI. Everything plastic in my room got too close to the fuse tool. I burnt a whole cluster of sequins that fell on the fuse tool. Like, it was just a mess. But we got there in the end. See? See how nice? It's cute. It's done. All right. Hold on, I'm going to, like, shake this really good now because I ended up fusing so much of this pocket. I was like, is this even going to work? But it did. I'm so proud of myself. And it doesn't look too bad at the end. I have definitely made projects where fuse tools were used in a much safer fashion. I'm not sure what I was thinking or doing. So when I did the sequins, I pulled these large silver ones out of the mix because I'm going to place them on top of the page. And this worked, FYI. It took a little longer for this to go ahead and dry and cure, but I was able to get the sequins to stick using Nuvo Deluxe adhesive onto the outside of the page protector. So I made sure that I had sets of 2 of these large silver sequins so that I could put one on one side of the page protector and then match it up on the other side. And it turned out really cute. I started with 4, and then I'm going to kind of fidget a little bit here and decide I need one more. Now I'm going to quickly and easily put these pages together. FYI, just so you know, my Fields tool is now completely cold and unplugged. And I am now cutting papers down. I'm cutting down these 1-inch strips from this rainbow paper. I'm cutting some mats for my photos, and I'm going to fussy cut the rainbow out of this 4x6 pocket page card. So now I have everything cut down the way that I want it. I just have to put it onto the page. I'm going to ink everything using Hickory Smoke Distress ink. This is just the regular Distress ink. And I'm going to adhere this strips of the rainbow paper to either side of my page. And then I'm just going to add a little journaling spot that you see here, and that will pretty much complete this layout. Very quick and easy. Not a lot. The lot of the work went into that shaker pocket. So, and oh, isn't this fun? The problem with being left-handed, but being taught how to use scissors right-handed means that when you have to cut little bits off the edges of a traveler's notebook, or primarily this application, but I've had other things that do this way, I'm like turning that notebook every which way because I cannot figure out how I need to put the notebook in my hands so I can actually like trim off the end. So weird. Anyway, I'm going to go ahead and add, I was initially going to do the other photo, but I used this one. These are black and white photos of my nephew that I snapped last summer, so the summer of 2018. My sister and her husband brought my nephew down to meet my grandmother, and so I snapped these cute little pictures of him while they were visiting, and I'm going to do a little bit of journaling on this journal spot. And then I have this little cut-apart square that I took off of one of the cut-apart sheets. This is only, I think, the second project I've done with this Child at Heart collection. So I still have lots of the big pieces of paper and die cuts and different things. So I'm going to go ahead and add this little rainbow. I just thought these rainbows were pretty and sunny. These photos were taken in June, so it was summery outside, and there's a lot of pink in this particular notebook. That's just how my month went, so I thought it'd be nice to pull in some of these masculine colors, but not make it too masculine, so it will still kind of go with the rest of the book. So I'm checking my page, making sure I don't have to fuse anything else, I guess. And now I'm going to work on the other side, which is also just going to be super simple and easy. I'm going to go ahead and start with that strip, and then that 4x6 cut apart piece, that's what I really wanted to make sure to add it to this side. And it took me a minute to figure out how I was going to do it because it was a little bit bigger than what the page was. Here I am working and moving all that around every which way, trying to figure out how I'm going to do this. And I'm going to put the foot at the bottom. See, I want to use that one. And what I decide to do, so I would not do this if you don't know how you, or if you don't, how do I say this? I'm going to take that rainbow and I'm going to let it move off of the page. So you'll see me here. I'm going to kind of push it up and I'm going to let it kind of peek out and go off the side of the page, which for me is fine because I know that I put my notebooks, when they're finished, I put them into a traveler's notebook cover, which is quite large enough that it'll protect that little piece, that goes out. But I wouldn't try this unless you know for sure you have the ability to go ahead and do that. And then on the other side, which I haven't worked on yet, obviously, I'm going to have to find some kind of circle element that I can put just like that over the other side. But that's okay. So I'm just going to adhere that little rainbow. I have the little star square, and then I'm going to add some of these cute puffy stars that were part of that little alphabet that I used, and that will be it. So that's going to be our Traveler's Notebook project for today. My photos this week did not turn out the best, only because it's been dark, and even with a lot of editing, I still ended up with some things that were quite blue, have a blue cast to them. Oh, the joys of winter light. Anyway, stop back again very soon. I will have tons of process videos coming up this week. I've been filming like a crazy person, so you should have lots of videos to keep you busy. I'll talk to you all soon. Bye.